Welcome to Valkyrie, my name is Valkyn GG. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We are going to be doing some Premiere Pro editing tutorial, not tutorial, but how I edit. I just kind of do the easy way out, just kind of like let this thing do itself, put it into podcast preset, and then I always go for this like podcast boost all the way. Reduce noise, yes. Reduce rumble, no. Reduce the noise because sometimes the software doesn't completely remove the static from my mic. Not the world's best mic, so that's what you kind of have to do. But you go all the way, and then there's always a little dead space when I record, so it kind of like starts the track, and then everyone kind of goes in. And then small for some reason. Am I on the right? I just kind of talk a little bit. I don't know, whatever. Well, but I usually kind of keep that in if it seems a little interesting, just kind of like a little different intro. Sorry about that. So this is my audio track for my talking, my voice, and then this is the music track for the kind of game and stuff like that. So what I usually do for the music track, put it on music, bounce background, let it kind of do itself. Zoom out, please. Thank you. Nothingness, okay. And then everything is kind of usually how I get it. He was like the tower to go to. You can hear me pretty well, and you can still hear the music pretty well, so that's pretty nice. Or the gameplay. Then you kind of go into, let's see, the outro. The outro is just kind of fixed by itself. It's kind of pre-made and stuff that made it special. I don't put anything special in it. And that's kind of how this goes for this. Let's go to the beginning here. Put the subscription in. This is where I'm talking, right? My name is... Yeah, let's actually put it a little further ahead. About there. And then you go to effects, preset. My presets. I have a color key preset to change the color from green to nothingness. And then you can see it's here. Let's actually show you what that looks like. It's just this little green picker here. What you do is you press this, then go there, and it does it. And then I have a motion put in for the sub, which kind of shrinks it and puts it to a place, but it doesn't really matter where it goes because I usually move it. This isn't a good place for the screen that I'm looking at it. Let's go further ahead. Let's continue. Let's put it over here. It's about a little longer than I'd like it, but should be fine. Now I need a good place to put you. So I'm thinking we put you down over here. I don't know. I pressed shift, but I think it screwed up. For some reason my computer's not running best at the moment. And that seems fine. Let's give it a quick save. And it had a track, but it doesn't make any noise or anything, so just kind of keep it, leave it. I don't know why when I zoom out it always zooms in. Now I need a little introduction and for the short. So this is where it goes scanning through the plays and keep her going. That's gonna be the intro. But I just gotta look for like the spikes of noise where I talk really loudly, and that's usually when I kind of go YouTube mode. And it's kind of for the entertainment. So I'm thinking we just go like here. And what's in this beginning part? Yeah, so that's part of it. And just go a little behind. Does that seem good? Yeah, that's perfect. Now get out of there. Command C, get out. Command A, shift everything over so nothing gets overwritten. Command V. Control V, sorry. And then there's your little parts. And then you go zoom back in, and then you can make it a subsequence. And then you can have it here, go in. Here's a sub that's gotta rename it to something. Let's delete all this trash. Keep her going, da 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 da. Baseball chants, monkey balloons. Naming's always the hardest part. Naming. It's gonna be, because you gotta have a catchy name. You always do. Monkey chant? Baseball chant. Nah. Let's see. Oh, just even keep her going. Keep her going. Because that's what I say, right? Keep her going. Yep, perfect. Keep her going. And then you go to sequence settings. You do the 1080p to make it nice and 1920. And that is your vertical 19 by 16 for your phone. I don't know what preview you have, but sure. Now you gotta zoom out, which is always annoying because I can never see the part that I need. Okay. Still off screen. There you go. Whatever. Shrink it down. Too far. That should do it. Although, is there anything I need to see in this area? Nah, we gotta shift it over. Press shift to keep it balanced, or not balanced, but in the same like x-axis and y-axis and stuff that you want. That should be pretty good. You have little stuff going on there. And that is the short. And this is the second part of the video, not second part, but like another episode that I was going to do. So this is just kind of how I edit my videos. Although, if you really want to shorten time, you go here, select them all, press delete, and get rid of the cuts, so it doesn't have to splash them together. I don't know how it really works, but the more cuts you have, the longer it takes. Let's go to save. And then what you do, Command M. I've got some presets here that I made. So I use H265, which is for saving space and speed and stuff, but it takes a little bit longer to encode, but it should be fine. You can see 4K at 59.94 FPS, frames per second, frame rate. I don't render at maximum depth or maximum render quality because it should be fine and it just would take way too long. I use frame sampling, which I don't know if that's good, but it's just what I use. Hardware encode, which makes the NVENC for NVIDIA. Or maybe Intel. No, Intel doesn't have it. I don't know if AMD does. I don't really know what any of these do, except this makes it so that it's HDR if you want it. This does... I don't quite know what level it is. And you got main, which is just kind of like how much bitrate you can have. I keep it at mains, not high. The color space is Rec 709. HDR kind of stuff, keep it at this midst, just let it do itself. Don't use any HDR. So the variable bitrate I use is 35 for this with a good quality, because the bitrate can be lower and have the quality at good, and you can keep the same amount of like image quality in your thing, I've noticed. Audio. I use AAC, not MPEG, because that's just kind of what you do for YouTube and stuff. Is that 48,000? I think that's 48,000 hertz. I don't really quite know, but it's just kind of automatic. Stereo, because it's of course stereo. And I put it at the highest bitrate possible just because it sounds nice. I don't really know what effects and stuff do, but it has it. Metadata. I don't use any metadata at all. I don't know how to use metadata. But that's just kind of what's your general. Huh. So that's where that is. But that is how I basically edit my stuff. Let's go back and put you back onto the thing just in case I changed something accidentally. There you go. And then for the short, I have another preset. 1080p preset. It's going to have basically everything the same except for 1080p instead of 4K. And you scroll down, and then I use 15 megabits per second as the target bitrate, and the bitrate encoder, variable bitrate same, and quality good because you get better quality with good. Lower really degrades it, and the bitrate, it keeps it. If you have the good and the bitrate lower, it'll look perfectly fine. At least I'm pretty sure it does. But that is how I do all of my, not software, all of my, no, don't do that. Press X, I think. Clearing out. That is how I edit my videos. So if you enjoyed, maybe I'll do some more if you want. Maybe make a Patreon kind of thing, a little behind the scenes. But thank you everybody so much for watching. Please hit that like button if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. Hit that bell icon to be notified of when I upload daily. Until next time, stay awesome and goodbye.